Yo, what's up, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Russell Westbrook joining the Clippers. Now, everybody has mixed feelings, mixed emotions. Some people are happy. Others are like, no. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it could possibly work. The Clippers have shooters. That's very important. The Clippers have players who could shoot the ball. The Clippers have about 4 or 5 players that's shooting almost 40% from behind the arc. So they could actually shoot the ball compared to the Lakers, who no one could make a basket, which is going to cripple Russell Westbrook's game and how he plays. And then on top of that, you have LeBron James, who also occupies the same space as Russell Westbrook. So you're going to have problems. You have 2 players who occupies the same space, and they're both not shooters and they're ball dominant. They both need the basketball. This science project was bound to fail from the get-go. It was a failed mission before it started, basically. When you take Russell Westbrook, who's not a shooter, and he needs the ball in his hand, and you take LeBron James, who also dominates the ball, and you put them together and you expect this to work. So it was already a failed mission before it started. It's all about fit. Russell Westbrook being a Laker was the wrong fit. So this is why I think it'll work as a Clipper, because the Clippers have players who could shoot the ball, man. It's plain and simple. They have multiple players shooting almost 40%. So all Russell Westbrook got to do is play his game, basically. Attack the paint and distribute. That's it. Attack the rim and dish the ball out to the shooters on the perimeter. Easy money. So I think Russell Westbrook being a Clipper, it could work. It could definitely work. But also Russell Westbrook got to work on his mindset, his IQ. Obviously, it's 15, 16 years in now, so I'm not saying, the way he thinks his thought process is going to change overnight, but he just got to make better decisions. Play his game as he always do and make better decisions. That's all Russ got to do, basically, as a Clipper. Don't think too hard. Don't overthink. Just play basketball. Let the game come to you, Don't try to do too much. Just play basketball. Do the same thing he was doing as a Laker. Attack the paint, distribute the ball, basically. Avoid shooting threes at all costs. Russell Westbrook should only be allowed 1 3 per game. Not when you have multiple players that could shoot almost 40%. You don't need to shoot any threes. Play to his strength. Attack the paint, distribute the ball. That's all he got to do. So now the paint won't be so clogged up because you don't have a guy like LeBron James who needs the ball, and that's his area, that's his space. LeBron James dominate the paint, that's his space. Russell Westbrook, that's his space. So you have both these guys who need the ball and they occupy the same area. It's not going to work. So I expect Russ to excel as a Clipper. So I expect Russell Westbrook to have a better season as a Clipper. And this is also big because moving forward, what Russell Westbrook does as a Clipper is going to determine his future, basically, in the NBA. Win or lose, if Russell Westbrook go in, do what he's supposed to do, there's no drama, just play hard, give effort, and do what he's been doing for over a decade. If things go well, then he could possibly remain a Clipper, or other suitors will be interested, basically. But he has to perform, and this is big for his legacy. As far as legacy is concerned, the second half of the season is going to be big for the Clippers and for Russell Westbrook. If things don't go well and this move tanked, acquiring Russell Westbrook was a failure, his legacy and his image is going to take a big hit. If Russell Westbrook don't perform and there's drama in the locker room and there's drama overall, and he won't listen to coaching and he's being stubborn, that is going to affect his legacy and also moving forward if teams want to deal with him. So he has to be on his best behavior and he got to perform, which I think he will. I'm going to put that faith, that trust in him that he will perform, because this is big, man. This is a make or break situation. According to how Russell Westbrook plays and what he does on the court is going to determine his future moving forward and if other teams want to deal with him. Because if there's more drama, there's more turmoil, Russell Westbrook is being a bonehead, his time in the NBA might be up. You don't want to have a failed season on 2 teams in 1 season. He went to the Lakers. It wasn't a fit, so I won't blame him too much for that. It wasn't a fit. He did buy into coming off the bench, but the fit wasn't there. So that was a losing mission. That was a failed mission. Okay. Now you go to the Clippers, and if things go left also, then I don't know what more can you say. So he has to perform as a Clipper. And I'm putting faith in him, and I'm expecting him to perform, be on his best behavior. Just play basketball. Don't think too hard. Go out there. You have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on your wing, so you should be good. You have Norman Powell, so there's a lot of pieces here. I mean, this team is loaded, so I think it should work, even though Skip Bayless is like, people like Skip Bayless is roasting Russell Westbrook and saying, if the Clippers sign him, then he's out. Like, don't disrespect a man like that. I don't know what it is with Skip Bayless, but for some reason, he just don't like Russell Westbrook. I mean, everything that comes out of Skip Bayless' mouth is negative toward Russell Westbrook. It's always negative. There's never any positive. It's always negative. So Skip Bayless said if the Clippers sign Russell Westbrook, he's out. He's out on the team, basically. So he's basically saying the team have enough. They don't need Russell Westbrook. And adding Russell Westbrook is going to do more harm than good. I don't feel like that's true. I feel like it depends. Based on the players that's on the Clippers, I think Russell Westbrook could work. Adding Russell Westbrook, it could work. It should work if he do what he's supposed to do. He have the shooters he need. Obviously, he's not the best shooter, but he have the shooters he need. He have 2 stars in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, a 6th man of the year in Norman Powell, Zubac. The Clippers have a very good team. So despite what Skip Bayless says, I feel like it could work. It could work. I definitely feel like it could work. Russell Westbrook giving you 15 points per game, about 8 assists, a few rebounds. Which team can't use that? And I think he's supposed to start. It makes sense, like I said, because on this team, he could start. It makes sense. On the Lakers, him starting didn't make any sense. It just didn't. Because they needed players who could spread the floor, They needed perimeter shooters. So Russell Westbrook being a starter on the Lakers just wasn't the best fit. But as a Clipper, it works because he already have all the shooters and pieces he need. He just got to play his normal game, which is attack the paint, suck the defense in, kick the ball, distribute. That's all he got to do. Be aggressive and just do what he's been doing for over a decade. And it'll work. It'll work. I mean, truth be told, I'm rooting for Russell Westbrook. I would love to see him even make it to a finals. I would love to see the Clippers make it to the finals. But we'll see what happened, man. We'll see what happened. But Russell Westbrook was a big acquisition for the Clippers. And from here on, moving forward, whatever he does as a Clipper, that's going to determine his future in the NBA and his legacy. If this move goes up in smoke and there's more drama with Russell Westbrook, then I feel like his time in the NBA could be up. So this is very big. This is one of the most crucial times in his NBA career where he's going to have to show and prove and be on his best behavior. But I have faith in Russell Westbrook that he could get it done. He did come off the bench as a Laker. He bought in. He came off the bench. Obviously, it wasn't easy. The man went from a starting star, superstar, to coming off the bench. That's a shot to your ego. We all have egos. So imagine how hard that was for him. But he did it. So that alone tells you that he's willing to do what it takes to win. Because he did come off the bench once again. Yes, he balked at first. He balked and it wasn't easy at first, but he did do it. But it also takes the right coach. It doesn't matter what player you have, you need the right coach. So hopefully Ty Lue could get Russell Westbrook to buy into what he's trying to do. But we're going to see, man. We're going to see. And I'm looking forward to this. As always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.